The soft limestone that surrounds Blue Grotto formed during the Eocene epoch. This period began soon after the Chicxulub asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs and lasted several million years. During this time, what is now Florida lay at the bottom of a vast ocean. The bones and shells of countless marine creatures collected at the bottom of this ocean, and in time, were compacted into what is known as Ocala limestone. A little over 30 million years ago, what is now the Florida Peninsula rose from the depths. However, it wasn't until 14,000 years ago that the first humans arrived here. So, who inhabited Florida before the arrival of man? The answer is a variety of creatures, including what zoologists call megafauna. Megafauna can include unusually large mammals such as mammoths and giant ground sloths, and the aptly named terror bird. It also includes animals we don't normally associate with Florida, such as rhinos and camels. You can easily find pictures of these animals on the internet, but it's not the same as experiencing them in person. And the best place to do that is just 30 minutes away at the Florida Museum of Natural History in Gainesville. The museum is open 7 days a week. Parking is $4, but most of the exhibits are free. Upon entering the museum, the first thing you will come to is this large atrium, the centerpiece of which is this life-size mammoth skeleton. Standing more than 15 feet high, it dwarfs modern elephants. The next thing you will notice is this large monitor. It not only provides a live-action view of what is happening in the atrium, but also what you would see if a mammoth happened to wander through. Moving down the main hallway, you will look up to see the skeleton of a prehistoric whale. It's roughly the size of a small humpback. The next thing you will come to is this mastodon skeleton. Mastodons preceded the mammoths. They were smaller and had straighter tusks. Continuing onward, you will come to this display of shark jaws. The smaller ones are those of great white sharks. The larger ones belong to megalodons. To give you some perspective, if a buddy were to stand on your shoulders, the two of you would still fit easily inside the megalodon's mouth. By far our favorite room in the museum is this one, which houses a collection of life-sized megafauna skeletons. The most imposing of these is that of a giant ground sloth. It stands more than 13 feet high. Perhaps the most frightening skeleton is that of a small terror bird. This one is merely the height of a person until it sticks its head up. In the 1800s, the U.S. Army brought camels to America for experimental use by cavalry. But this is not the first time there were camels in North America. This one dates from the Pleistocene epoch. If this skeleton is not instantly recognizable, it is because of differences between it and its current African counterpart. It's a prehistoric rhinoceros. Florida's giant megafauna disappeared long before the arrival of man, succumbing to extinction or simply evolving into other life forms. But what if they hadn't? What if we had to contend with massive mammoths and giant ground sloths wandering through Blue Grotto? It makes you wonder,